In other words, it wasn't split personalities in Cho's mind, but two completely different entities in the same body, which is almost what split personalities is. Whatever. We're getting overly technical about this. The original Sho and the personality that was created when the plume of dust was put inside him, that now calls itself just Minazuki.
Records after the operation, Minazuki entered a vegetative state after some time. Thus, Ikutsuki let go of Minazuki. He was then transported to a hospital in the suburbs of Inaba, and there are no records of Minazuki from there on. What happened from that point on, I can only speculate. But I wonder what sort of life Minazuki led after he regained consciousness.
Probably wasn't great. Mitsuru's expression softens. Even if Minazuki was created by Ikutsuki, this is just one last way that Ikutsuki's ghost still haunts us. Ikutsuki's research only followed similar experiments created by the Kirijo group. If Sho's past is as Mitsuru describes, then he's yet another victim of the Kirijo group, not just an enemy to be defeated. So everybody's coming around on him. That's nice. Not long after we pass through the main entranceway, we see a path leading to the school's main gates, which are painted in a strange pattern. Beyond that, nothing but red fog. There's no telling what state the town is in right now.
Labra said that she wanted to speak with Minazuki. And now, so do I.
We'd better rescue Yukiko's group and get back here then.
Indeed. Let us accomplish our duties with haste.
There's no point in denying that Kirijo is partly responsible for this series of cases. That truth won't change, and it's obvious that this is weighing heavily on Mitsuru's shoulders, since she is the head of the Kirijo group now. That's why I believe I truly understand how Mitsuru felt when she made the choice to step back from the front lines earlier, and trust in her comrades. That's how it should be. Our teammates are all reliable people who will follow our lead.
What's Yukiko's position?
I sent something southeast of there. Please be careful.
Well, be careful then. You're gonna be dead. As Fuga's communication cuts out, the school building behind us makes a groaning sound. It's so loud now, I get the feeling there isn't a lot of time left. Mitsuru and I nod to each other before we begin running towards town. That's nice. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the bot stuff earlier. Let's go wild. We're gonna have to play as Aigis. I'm not that big on Aigis. Well, if she has to fight, which she probably does, knowing my luck.
I'm worried about Yuki-chan and Rise-chan. Hang in there, ladies. I'll come get you in no time.
Still, this hallway has been going on forever. If this continues,
I mean, she's an okay character. I'm just not that good with her in this game, is what I mean. My lengthy time bound to the cross resulted in a serious drain of my energy reserves. My condition has deteriorated to the point where even normal maneuvers will be difficult. If we were to face another shadow, I might be at a severe disadvantage. On top of that, the young man named Sho displayed godlike abilities. My sister and the others are in pursuit of a target with the power to freeze everyone present. I can't help but worry about them. I feel my heart sinking as these thoughts arise in my head. Teddy walks along with me, peering into each of the classrooms as we pass them. Perhaps his increased shadiness since we left the others is an attempt to lighten my spirits.
Aww, just thinking that danger is closing in on those innocent ladies even as we speak is making my fur fall out.
They'll be
I'll be
fine.
positively bare.
your fur is falling out. Perhaps it is merely your shedding season.
No. I'm extremely sensitive, and I lose fur when I'm stressed. Just the other day, Kanji lured me into a trap with some ice cream. He then kept nuzzling me over and over, and I ended up with a big old bald spot on my head. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. You should, like, talk to him about that. That's not respecting your personal
I
space,
see.
Teddy.
Kanji-san's extreme expression of love puts stress upon your fur. I will add that to my data file on you.
By the way, are you tired at all, Ai-chan? If you do feel a little logy, feel free to snuggle up against me whenever you like.
No, I'm more concerned for the others in town.
No! completely ignored. But I'm sure they'll be okay. My friends are really strong, you know.
You trust them, don't you?
Of course! You believe in Michan and the others too, don't you?
Yes, I do. They're all precious to me.
We're the same after all. You're sparkling too.
Sparkling?
I love everyone who's nice to me. And the world where everyone that I love lives in really sparkles. And I want to protect
Isn't that
sparkle
adorable?
and help everyone out.
Teddy's large eyes are guileless and honest when he speaks of his friends. I am an anti-shadow weapon, and yet Teddy's presence is similar to those of the shadows that I have been exterminating. Does that have any importance?
Thinking about someone else strengthens your own powers. We know of that phenomenon.
So why doesn't that Minazuki guy get that? Does he not see the sparkling?
Teddy then declares that it's up to him to become Minazuki's friend. Eventually, we come to a door next to a sign reading music room. Teddy sniffs for some time as if searching the room, then sneezes loudly.
Achoo! Ugh. We can't get to the exit unless we go through here.
Okay.
By the way, won't you take a little break here? You still seem exhausted, and I'm worried about you.
Now we good. Teddy looks at me with worry as while he suggests that. We should have descended quite a bit by now, but there is still no sign of the exit. There's no time to hesitate. But most of all, I can't let myself become a burden either.
Thank you. You're truly kind.
Of course I am. It's basic bear etiquette.
Teddy puffs out his chest with pride as he puts his hand on the music room door.
We're barreling in. Excuse us.
I love the completely unnecessary spooky portraits. There's nothing of note in the room but a grand piano. I'm about to suggest that we take a short break here, but a warning alerting me of an approaching shadow appears in my vision. This reading, it's close.
An anti-shadow weapon and a shadow. Commencing elimination.
So it's shadow fake Lavros, not shadow Lavros from earlier. When I hear that flat mechanical voice, a giant axe instantly appears above us. In a flash, I realized that we were being ambushed. 10 shifts. But my body is too exhausted to move like I want it to. It's going to hit me. If I take any more severe damage, I'll be destroyed.
Hi, John!
Teddy shoves me away and I tumble to the floor. The fog and dust stirred up from the impact begin to settle, and I see the giant blade embedded into the floor right where I had been standing. Teddy had been hit by the attack meant for me, and now he's lying motionless on the ground.
Man, you're weak. I was just trying to surprise you a little.
You're a copy of my sister.
I was ordered to take part in the battle here. No matter anymore. I'm gonna do whatever I want starting now.
Hi, John!
Does she have the same personality issue as the regular one?
Shadows persist. Once I'm done with Itis, I'm gonna grind you down to fertilizer.
Oh,
Teddy!
he's seen better days. The axe strikes Teddy with a heavy blow, and he slams into the wall before sliding down in a heap. I try to rush to his side, but... I wasn't careful enough. The strike at Teddy was part of a combo, with the second attack anticipating that I would try to come to his aid. Though I was able to avoid a direct hit, the tip of the axe catches my leg with a dreadful noise. I stand up and prepare to dodge any further attacks, but the hit I just took has been enough to damage my leg. It won't support my weight, and I fall to my knees. So who's gonna bail us out?
Frame's been cracked.
Nobody, probably. The copy of my sister smirks confidently as it slowly approaches me. It seems to know that I'm incapable of moving with any agility now. Right then, I notice that the red pillars have appeared in the corners of the room, trapping us. There's no way to escape.
Trying to hurt you, you know? I knew you were weakened, I guess. It's so easy. Just target the weakest one, and the numbers will drop on their own. These bonds are pretty useful.
It knew I was weakened after all. I realize that I am in severe danger right now. Soon there will be no way to prevent it from claiming Teddy and me as its victims. Up until now, I'd witnessed how my sister's shadow fought, as well as how my sister herself fought when her heart had been disabled. That's why I thought I had understood how to deal with this fake version of her too. When my sister was in that state, she and her shadow had fought in the same way, using her body's full potential and fueled by an inner drive to destroy. Each attack from them was a threat, but such straightforward opponents are simple to deal with. But this fake is different. She isn't berserk like a shadow, and she hasn't lost her heart. In other words, she has both cunning and power, and can fight like my sister when she's in her normal state.
In other words, she knows of my special
Hey, what's up,
abilities
Shredmaster?
as an upgraded version of her hardware, and can precisely target my weaknesses.
Great. The biggest difference between... Why are we explaining all this? The 5th generation Labyrinth, my sister, and me is our attack ranges. While my standard weapons are firearms, my sister has no long-range weaponry aside from some of her persona's abilities. Normally, I would have an advantage over her, provided that I am able to keep a distance between us. My damaged leg robs me of my mobility, so I can't do that right now. The fighter able to hit harder will have the upper hand here. The double must have known that, and targeted my leg from the start.
I already made a mistake in the limousine, and this will be my second blunder today. If only I had been better able to deal with things.
Can we get to the ass kicking? My regrets spill from my mouth as the axe in the shadow's hand rises higher and higher. My sister's axe weighs close to a third as much as her body, and she activates boosters to deliver an even more destructive attack, speeding up her swings to truly dangerous rates. A single hit from it could be enough to put me into a helpless state. As if that wasn't bad enough, I can barely stand up as is, and I can't even aim properly.
Power so that I could protect my comrades, but
What are you wondering about? Enough, Digus. Come at me.
I couldn't respond to a sudden ambush. Those close to me have been wounded. I can't save anyone like this.
Now that I am facing a truly desperate moment, something surges from the depths of my heart. Anger. Anger at myself and my powerlessness. I don't want to use my damage as an excuse for my death. Move, Icus, move. Behind the rising heat swelling within me, I understand that my battered body is unable to put up a fight. But I cannot lose. I must maintain this power, but keep my emotions under control as I determine the best course of action at the moment. Think! How can I turn this situation around? What can I do to protect my comrades? A thought passes through my
It
mind.
seems I'll have to make use of that. I should have had maintenance done, like Fuka-san said.
The plume of dusk within me flares strongly, as if responding to my heart. Right now, I will do anything if it will give me the power to fight, even if it results in shattering my own self, please. Give me the power to protect my friends.
Rise up, beginning frame coding. Stand by, EXO.
Okay.
Are you still gonna try something? Sounds like you really want to fight that. That's cool with me. Yeah!
The axe the fake wields flashes towards my face, and I hear the boosters roar. Would jumping over it to evade it be the best? Before I could decide, my body reacts. She's Silver the Hedgehog. I cross my arms and take the brunt of the strike on my forearms. Violent sparks fly up in the collision, and the force of the attack travels throughout my entire body.
You stopped it just like that? Look at you. I'll just slice you in half.
Okay. My sister's fake stays where she is and leans heavily onto the axe, pushing it against me. My joints scream as I try to push back, and white smoke streams through the gaps in my armor all over my body. My internal sensors repeatedly report that I am operating at my maximum capacity. It's not enough. I need more. More power.
My jump's shining. What are you doing?
Teddy seems to have been awakened by the violent sounds of our dashing and stammers as he lifts himself off the floor. I'm relieved that he's able to move, but from this point on, everything is a gamble.
Teddy, please stay away. The probability of maintaining self-control in this mode is less than 1%. I'm sorry, but I can't guarantee that you'll be safe around me. It's ready. Releasing all limiters.
Well, she's gone and
Neo mode.
unpop the 8th seal. Going Rocket Lee all up in this. I fought with her once briefly, I think. Nope. Wrong side. Oh. Nice. Oh, I broke her persona. Oh, you blocked! No good. That was easy. Her pacing's odd. It's got a weird stagger to it. I'm guessing normal fights you get that limit breakability
Overheating.
after doing enough combos and stuff.